how is Pepe's younger brother Wojak performing in the market? In this video, we're going to jump in and do a deep dive on the stats and analysis of Wojak and what's actually happening in the space so you can make better informed decision when it comes down to meme coins. Now, Wojak popped off at around the same time as Pepe. So right now it's got 21, just over 21,000 followers on Twitter. And the contract address right here, it would be nice if they had more of the links here, like to Dex tools, etc. Now, Wojak is going hard on the memes, as you would expect with a meme coin. Now, you can also see the tie in here, the fact that they keep tagging in Pepe, which is good with Wojak. I think it's very smart. I think it's very good the way that they're actually playing this game. When we actually have a look at their website, it's got all the links, it's got information about Wojak and what is actually happening right now. What we're going to do is get in and have a look at the top line analysis of Wojak before jumping into the deep stuff here on Nansen with all of the profit, losses, and transactions and what is actually happening in the meme market. Now, on Dex tools, what you can see here is the market cap right now is 5.6 million, which isn't bad, and the total liquidity is only sort of 600 and just shy of $700,000. Now, what is interesting to note here is that we're currently sitting in some lows and the volume isn't looking too good when we get to Wojak. Now, full disclosure here, I do hold some Wojak, but it's a measly 0.01 ETH. I actually took some profits on Wojak and thought I'd let a little bit ride just in case it went to the moon. It didn't, so it's almost not worth the gas to actually withdraw any of that Wojak. Now, what I want to go into now is Nansen, which has very good stats and information on Wojak. Now, we can see here that Wojak was deployed 9 days ago with Pepe, which happened at around the same time at around 12 days ago, so a couple of days after. Now, having a look at the volume, off the rip, Wojak went absolutely crazy as Pepe was running up and making some huge gains. The volume are these bars, and we can see that the volume has just been dropping off. There is absolutely nothing happening. It looks like Wojak is dead. Now, what you can actually notice here is that the price, which strangely enough, it actually rose with little to no volume, but then it has actually pulled back just a little bit further. When we get to the liquidity pairs, it's basically all wrapped ETH, but it is nice to see that Pepe is also in there as well, which I think is a fun little nod to the meme coin itself. Now, what we're going to do is have a look at the distribution of tokens, who holds the most and where it's coming in. Now, with Wojak, what we can see is the team have been putting in some work. This line here is the centralized exchanges. The centralized exchanges have been going hard. The DEXs have been sitting flat, but it makes sense for the DEXs to be sitting flat because it's easy enough to get on them because they're a decentralized exchange. But the fact that Wojak is actually on some centralized exchanges is good. It shows you the team is working and they're trying to get more exposure to the different markets that only trade on the centralized exchanges. Now, when we actually get to the top balances to see who holds the most, what we can see are the exchanges right here. We've got MEX, Uniswap, Hubai, Gate, Bitget, Uniswap as well, and then there are a few others. Now, this is a perfect point to say that if you do want to trade some Wojak, but this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not saying you should trade something like Wojak, but if you do, there is a link down below. It is an affiliate link to Bitget, so if you would like to go in and trade some Wojak, you can actually trade it on Bitget, and here is the current pricing of it right now. Now, because it is an affiliate link for Bitget, I will get a kickback if you do use it, so thank you very much. Now, when we have a look at the tokens on the exchanges, we can see that it has just been accumulating. They've been adding new exchanges, and the exchanges have been getting a larger and larger pool of Wojak to actually trade on, and you can see MEX, Uniswap, Gate, Hubai, Bitget, LBank, Trader Joe, Poloniex, Ascendex, a whole bunch of them there. So there are other exchanges that you can trade on. Now, this next chart doesn't look good for Wojak. This is smart money and how smart money is holding it. Smart money, to begin with, moved in and looked like they had a bit of fun with Wojak, but over time, the total money that smart money has, which is this blue, has just been going down, and the number of smart money wallets is also going down as well. So it looks like smart money has just absolutely abandoned Wojak and has moved on to something else. Now, when we come to the profit and loss averages of people within Wojak, I will say that this only takes into people that have invested more than $500, but the averaged realized profit and loss is 44%, and the total median profit loss is 24%. And when it comes to the amount of addresses that are eligible for this profit and loss, it is 4,400-ish. So what this takes into account is the fact that off the back of Pepe and how that was running, a lot of people would have seen that success, moved in very fast, and because there was a lot of smart money in there, took some profits, had that big run up, and that's why you can see in this initial sort of chart here, within the first couple of days, people would have gotten in and actually made a bit of a rip and actually did quite well. When I actually break it back to the hourly chart, you can see just how much activity and chance people had to actually make a bit of a bag on this project. And you can see it right here. Gotten in, there would have been an accumulation phase and then a bit of a sell-off phase here, which is then just bled out as it comes down. And we are currently hitting in that support there. And it looks like we are in another support, which is slightly higher, which is a good sign. But something to kind of also note is the fact that we have no volume, with the volume just dropping off right there. Now, before I go really quick, something I want to point out is the fact that Wojak is number 2. It's very hot on DEX tools, so people are loving this. If you found value in this video, if you liked this video, make sure you go down there, hit up the subscribe button, also hit up that like button. This video was so you could do more research, get more analysis, and an in-depth look at something like Wojak, especially with the trends and the index tools that I have with Nansen, which I think is very interesting and very good to look at. Like I said, there is an affiliate link down there for Bitget, so if you would like to trade Wojak, you can use that Bitget link, but I will get some form of a kickback, so thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video where I cover another amazing meme coin. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.